good thing you have double screen.
This is gonna be
So let's start with the group A, my group, with Snoot, myself, PtitDrogo, Massa, and Stefano. NoRegreT, you start. Your thoughts?
I mean, I think the clear underdog is Stefano, right? And as far as the other three, I don't know. I think all three are pretty good besides Drogo. I mean, Drogo's like, I don't know. He's interesting. Okay, he can like win like a dream hack and then just kind of disappear, which is cool. I really like that. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's unique.
That's the Protoss factor right there.
Yeah, I guess Hearthstone kind of did a similar thing, but I think those three, it's kind of up to them. But I definitely don't think Stefano has a chance of beating all of them. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't actually know how well Stefano's been lately, but that's just my opinion. Like the other three have definitely been showing more results lately. I don't know.
That's a very brave opinion. Thank you for your input.
Just fucking, by the way, I think you're probably the favorite in the group.
No, I don't think so. But you two, like you two Europeans, what do you think?
I mean,
okay, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
I think Stefano's not as bad as people think he is. Like he's playing a lot ladder, and he's actually pretty high. But I think.
Can I say one anecdote? I'm gonna be like, because I think he won against you on ladder, and you shared the same account with another Protoss player. And when he went on the barcode side, he was like, "Oh, that's why he was so bad, because it was just a Protoss playing off race." I've heard this sentence.
I did lose to a couple of times. So.
But
I didn't watch the stream afterwards, but I mean it might be true.
Yeah, okay, so this might be true.
Actually not that bad.
I haven't like I said, I don't know exactly how Stefano's skill is. I was just going by results really, but he doesn't really play in much, so it's hard to judge it off that, I guess, like based off of that. But I could be wrong again. I don't know.
I think he started playing again like 2 weeks ago because he finished his exams, and since then he has improved a lot already. So he's preparing for this. So we'll see. But yeah, I think Snoot and Drogo probably the favorites. Massa can also do well. So yeah.
Okay, so now I can share some inputs that you guys don't know, but I think Snoot is favorite in that group, and I just feel like it. Like, I've been playing a fucking shit ton in the past 5 days, and I've been losing a shit ton, so as far as I know, I'm just gonna hope that the power of low expectation are gonna carry me to victory. Don't expect too much, sometime you win.
You think poor expectations are gonna help you?
Yeah,
Out of curiosity.
What?
Out of curiosity, do you think poor expectations help you better than like good expectations, like in your mentality?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I just hope it's one of these times where it's good. I think Stefano is gonna get absolutely shit on.
Hey, you share my opinion. That's good.
Because
well,
like
we're gonna be nervous when playing against Stefano, probably. So
yeah,
I won't be.
Stefano can pull some. Also, Stefano plays against Snoot first, and it's ZVZ, so you can do some upgraded circlings.
Yeah, it's
true.
I
actually watched Stefano's win rate, and he's like 50 or 45 in CVP and ZVZ, and he has like 80 against Terran. So I think he could win against Massa maybe, but it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, yeah, this is one matchup where I think he can win. All right, let's go to Group B now. Oh, sorry.
No, just go ahead. Never mind.
Well, we're gonna go to Group B now.
Yeah.
So we have Elaser, Daishi, Mana on FireCake. That one is pretty nice. Anyone of you want to say something?
Yeah, I think Elaser is probably the favorite here, but I would actually put Elaser like slightly higher than the other three, and the other three all on the same. Maybe Mana a bit higher. I didn't see too much off of Daishi besides in the French tournaments, but there I think he did pretty well in like top dogs and underdogs.
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, I think like Elaser first and then one of the other three.
Yeah, I thought the same about this group. I thought Elaser was probably a bit better than the rest. But I think it's the kind of group, like, for example, FireCake and Mana, you always think they're not doing that well at times, and then they suddenly get a really good result. And, I mean, Daishi is always, if he doesn't tilt, he can always play really well. Like, he won the French tournament, and then in the WCS qualifiers, he was already too tilted to play before he was out, so that's kind of who Daishi is. But I think it's going to be, I don't know if Elaser is going to be first, but he should make it out, and then it could be any one of the others. But I think FireKick has the least chance, probably.
FireKick has the
Yeah.
least under Daishi.
Yeah, like FireKick has been
Yeah.
losing a lot recently, man. It's actually pretty crazy.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm same as you guys. Like laser favorites, I would put FireKick. Like I know that FireKick perform well in tournament, and if he can prepare for his opponents, I know that he can win. But god fucking damn it, he's been playing really bad games recently. Like he lost 3-0 to uZKOCH. He's been losing 2-0 to Cyanic, which I think played 10 games in the past 2 weeks. I'm not even exaggerating here. And then ladder, like he consistently cannot be in the top 50. Like, am I talking shit here? Like, I don't even know. Like, he's struggling so much on ladder for no fucking reason. But I don't know. Like, he's fucking FireKick in that tournament. He can always just fucking beat Paul out of nowhere. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Daishi versus FireKick though. That's gonna be a cool one.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. The eternal rivalry of the French.
I mean, let's hope it gets to that, right? Because could also be Daishi and Elaser winning, and then FireKick dropping out.
Oh yeah. Well,
hopefully
FireKick against Mana would also be pretty good.
Ah, yeah, that's always a story as well.
It's a pretty sick group in general, actually.
Alright, so any final thoughts before we go to Group C? Nothing? Okay, let's go to Group C then. We have Showtime, Sort of, Bunny, and NoRegrets.
NoRegreT, my man.
What's up?
Yeah.
I'm
What's it
curious
gonna
to
be?
hear your opinions over mine.
Okay,
Alright.
okay. So
I've
I
got
guess
that
I'm gonna
innate
say
ego, so I mean,
I'm gonna say my point of view first. I think, like Sort of is really good. That's the one thing I can say. That Sort of is really, really, really good. Bunny has not been playing too much. I feel like TVZ is one of his best matchups. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I think you're right.
I would say Showtime Sort of favorites. Like these two for me are a bit better than the rest. But then you have the wildcard number one, NoRegrets. So like, we're making fun of your all-in, but I feel like a good all-in, like a good all-in, like a good thing that was practiced, that one versus Bjorn once or something like that. It could fucking work. Especially like Showtime is sometimes really greedy. I don't know. This could go either way, but I feel like Showtime and Sort of are gonna win
I
this
think
one.
in the best of 3 format, I had a better chance in the best of 5 against like someone like sort of, and Showtime, I guess. Like Showtime is really good, and he's definitely the better player. But if it was a best of 3, there's definitely a chance to just cheese him out and then get a good map or something like that. But in a best of 5, it's just like really unlikely that I take 3 games off of like luck and just like coin flips or whatever the fuck. Like I can macro, but he's just a better macro player. Period. That's just how it is. As for sort of, ZVZ is very interesting, and it's by far my best matchup. And I think that is probably where I have the best chance, even over Bunny. Like statistically, against sort of in particular, I had a pretty good result, but I don't know. And I haven't played Bunny in a very long time, so I have no idea. When I played Bunny, he completely destroyed me, but that was because I was way worse and he was way better, and I don't know where we are anymore. He's probably still better than me, but again, you can just throw people off with builds. It's really hard to say. I think I definitely don't have a good chance of making it out of the group. It's more like 3rd versus 4th. I don't know. Like I can win if it's luck based, basically, which is less common because of the best of 5 format. So I got cucked.
Okay.
That's what we're going with.
Okay.
I feel like if you
Just
somehow
say that
get
for
to
the
the,
stickers.
I feel like if you somehow get to the final game, NoRegreT against Sort of, like how it's probably gonna play out is Sort of winning against Bunny. I would really expect that, and Showtime winning against you. And if you somehow get to the final game against Sort of, I feel like you have a chance because it's his worst matchup, like by far. And
Yeah.
ZVZ is also pretty good on them.
I agree. I think ZVZ is probably where I have my best chance. The ZVP is obviously it's Showtime or yeah. I don't know. I haven't played Showtime. I like just going off his results and his ZVP looks really fucking strong. I don't know. But yeah, I agree. I think the ZVC is where I have my best chance. The ZVT is up to Bunny. I think if Bunny plays well, he wins. If he doesn't, he loses.
If I remember correctly, you lost all of your ZVPs in the Korean qualifiers, right? Like I think you won against all the Turks and all the Terrans. I lost against every Protoss.
Yeah,
So-
I did. But the Protosses I played were super stacked. I played against Stats and Trap and like obviously I'm gonna lose to those players.
Yeah. I think it's probably just going to be Showtime against Sortov and then you against Bunny. And I think Sortov Showtime is probably like kind of a 50-50 thing. Like I can both see them winning. And I think if Sortov wins, then there's no way for it to advance. Like I just don't think you're going to beat Showtime.
Yeah.
You really think it's Showtime and sort of for 50-50? That's pretty surprising.
Yeah.
But I don't actually know like what sort of CVP is like.
Yeah. I think it's 50-50 as well, actually. Maybe like 55-45, but super close.
I'm surprised. I definitely underestimated him then, at least in CVP.
Like at a tour, I think like Sotov was leading 2-0, or am I remembering that wrong? Anyway, it was a 3-2, so it was really close. And Sotov recently 3-0'd me in Ting, so I have a lot of respect for his CVP.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
I can imagine.
The groups play out. But yeah,
that's what I think. Like if it's Sortov in the final match, then I could see you beating Bunny and Sortov. Like Bunny hasn't been that active and that great recently, but it's still good. But it's probably gonna be Showtime and Sortov, I guess.
All right, that was the final word. So Group D, we have uThermal and Lambo, and Namshar on Night End. A pretty fucking stacked group. So, you guys, what do you think?
I think Jake should go first on this one.
I think Night End is severely outplayed or like outskilled here. I don't know. I haven't seen much of Night End, but I feel like he's always been like the underdog, and especially when it comes to this group. This group's got a lot of potential. Lots of good streamers here going into it. uThermal and Lambo, pretty decent streamers. I don't know about players, but you know, I think it's probably going to be those two. I don't know how Namshar's been doing really well lately, but I don't know. It's between those three. I think uThermal is by far the favorite, like over the other three, and then definitely have Night End in last, and then I think the other two, it's up to them. I don't know, whichever one's playing well at the time. I honestly don't know Namshar's ZVC, and yeah, or Lambo's condition in ZVC either, so they could probably tell you better.
So my CVZ is by far my worst matchup, and Namshar is a bit of a coin flipper, so that's tough. But I feel like if I can get to uThermal, I think I should advance. My CVT lately has been really good, so I'm pretty confident in that. And Night End, I don't know, but I really hope I don't get to the final match against Namshar, because the best of 5 CVZ to qualify is yeah, I wouldn't be too confident in that one.
I feel like the guy who wins the first coin flip just wins the whole series when it comes to best of 5 ZVCs. So just
I kind of agree with the rest. I just think Night End is just going to be last. I mean, you shouldn't really take more than 1 or 2 maps against any of the players here. And then I know Namshar, like you say he gambles a lot, but also know he wins a lot in CVZ. Like I've seen him beat every Zerk in Europe basically, so he's probably very dangerous for you. In TVZ, I haven't really ever lost to him, so I mean, I think I can only really lose to Lambo in this group, and even against Lambo, I'll probably still be a big favorite. I mean, just being realistic here.
We will see, man.
Like, the thing is, I honestly think that Namshar is probably a bit better than Lambo in ZVZ, so I have a feeling it will be me and Namshar, but for me, Lambo wouldn't be the most dangerous, I guess.
Lambo wouldn't be? Or would be?
Lambo would be the most dangerous.
But you're saying it's like not even that dangerous. It's the most dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I see.
Some days you win a battle trials, and some days you just
He's kind of like
that your race is a bit better.
a butter knife. Would you say in like deadliness?
A butter knife?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like
I can't follow, Jake.
you don't think so? No. Okay.
What the fuck?
What about you, Drogo? I want to hear Drogo's thoughts.
On this group?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish, like, uThermal is probably gonna win unless he tilts into Oblivion because he loses the first game to Ultralisk. Pretty much what's gonna happen. Namshar is like, I don't know, like Namshar used to be the super heavy macro player. Now some people call him Cheese Char, just because he cheese a fucking lot now. Like he does a lot of Ravager. So yeah, Lambo is gonna die to that, like almost 100%. Like just gonna make more Ravager, walk across the map, and he's gonna be like, oh, not really. So yeah, I think uThermal and Namshar are gonna pass. This one.
Wow.
Yeah, the
Right now, I
Lambo.
really hope. Right now, I just really hope I get to play uThermal because he's being a bit cocky, you know.
I agree. I agree.
Hashtag rip Julian.
Rip Mark, man.
So-
You're gonna lose.
Any final thoughts? Any final thoughts before we go into the next group?
I'm betting all my Snickers on uThermal.
Nice.
Nice, nice, well named. So this is where I wish my roommate was here. We have the group E with the Korean True, Aeromarine, Zenster, and DNS. And yeah, he's not here, so he will not be able to give his thoughts.
I really
So-
like this group.
Yeah, I do
Because
too.
I think this group is like Hero Marines, Answer, and DNS are all like the people that are not known as like the best players, but they're still really good. Like all of them are kind of similar, you know. Like for
Yeah.
example, I think all of them could be top players here in this tournament as well, but they're not known as that high. For example, Sansa's always the guy to just kind of disappear, you know. Most people don't even know he's still playing StarCraft, and he comes back and he's still pretty good. And the DNS has been rising, and Hero Marine's the guy who just plays German tournaments. So I think this one's going to be really close. I think True's probably is going to be first, and then it's going to be really close for second place.
Yeah, I agree. I think that'll be interesting. Because the other three are so close, it should be interesting. I mean, I think True's by far the favorite, but the other three are definitely wild cards. I mean, yeah.
I actually think all of the others have also chances to take maps off True, because True is a bit of a wild card. He likes this like Ling Bane style against Terran. And for those of you who don't know, Sandster just 3-0'd sort of in the Swedish Championship, so he's pretty good in ZVZ. And yeah, I think
I mean-
actually this is the group of death, if you were to ask me.
Taking
if
games.
I were to,
Are you serious?
yeah, I think this is
I don't
Strong's
think
group
so.
actually.
This is far from the group of death.
Yeah.
Like, True is gonna end up first.
Which one would you pick?
For group of
Okay.
death.
Yeah.
I'd go
Um,
with Group D.
No.
I
I would actually
I
say
honestly
that.
think my group's pretty hard too. I don't know.
That's actually
Uh,
quite
overall?
hard. There's no big group of deaths, now that you mention it.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Group
But
B
I
is
think this is
yeah.
overall the hardest, because like the
Probably.
worst player of this group is actually still pretty good.
Okay, I agree with you in that in this group, there's no like random player that is like obviously gonna end up fourth place. Like there's no player like that, or like player that are like heavily underdogs. Everybody can make it in this group. So in that sense, yeah, it's kind of a good group. I wouldn't call him the group of death though.
Yeah,
Just like-
I don't know. There's a lot of groups that are pretty stacked. I don't know if this one's the most stacked. I don't know. It's definitely one of the harder ones, but I wouldn't say it's the hardest to make it out
I
of.
mean, if in Group B everyone was in shape, that'd be the group of death for sure.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I agree. Yeah.
some of them are kind of slacking, so I guess Group B could be.
Yeah, I really don't think you can call Group B as it is right now with Firecake and the other shapes the group of death.
Group A is pretty strong too. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's Stefano.
Yeah, see, like
Uh.
it's very hard to argue about group of death here, but yeah.
I think that group would be interesting either way. Honestly, I think the groups with like no clear disadvantage like are always interesting in my opinion, because you always see like the biggest upsets in those groups, where it's just like, oh, you're expecting top two, or like I don't know. It's hard to say. It's just like the bottom one, like Night End, for example, in that other group. It's just unless he fucking wins the group or something. I don't know. Those groups are always more boring, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like Group E, I absolutely cannot call like the second place. I have no idea, but this is gonna be really interesting for that very reason. So if we have nothing more to say, we can move on to the next group, which is gonna include Marine Lord, Scarlet, Welmu, and Cyril. F with I don't know. Who wanna talk first? Anybody?
I mean, I can go first. Okay, so yeah, I think this is also one of the stronger groups. I'm not sure how good exactly Scarlet is. I'm sure NoRegreT knows better than us, so I don't want to argue about that. I know that Velmu got a little bit better recently, and Cyril also started playing again, but I'm still not sure how good exactly those are. So this group is like really interesting, and the matter that I really can't tell who the clear favorite is here. Like even Marine Lord hasn't been playing that much.
I think Marine Lord is favorite because just for the reason that he practiced a bit of TVZ recently, and like when I asked him to like practice with me, he was like, "No, I'm practicing TVZ, but you know, for once, it feels good to have the good race. I'm playing." He was winning a lot with practice.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bet all of my Snickers on my order.
I honestly think the Snickers could definitely go to Marine Lord, but it depends. Like Sasha has been practicing a lot of ZVT with Björn, and it's hard to say because she's like one of those tilty players too, kind of like uThermal, where she can get tilted very easily. I think it'll definitely be one of those two. I don't know Cyril or Wellmu's condition. Like they both are like really good when they're good. So if they're playing really well, like Cyril for example, can just come out of nowhere and win. But at the same time, I don't know. Cyril seems to tilt off the face of the earth too in tournaments. Honestly, I have no idea. But I think those two definitely have the edge. I don't know. The other two, I honestly don't know what the European scene is like for Cyril and Wellmu, like if they're practicing and playing. If they're in good shape, though, it could be any of them.
Wellmu is playing us fucking a lot, like a lot, but I don't think he's that good of a shape. But he's trying hard, so you might be surprised.
Yeah, he might have some builds or something hidden away. I don't know.
Yeah, I also think Cyril's CVZ is pretty good, so I think really everyone can get first or second. Probably highest chances for Marine Lord.
I think Marine Lord's going to get first in his group just because I know Cyril has a pretty bad record against him. Like, I remember losing that Cyril lost him like 4 times in a row or something. And I also know Scarlet doesn't like ZVT that much.
Yeah, Korean ZVT.
And Marine Lord is probably still a bit better than Wellmu, so I guess Emerald's going to get first.
I think Wellmu's the worst in the group.
And then, yeah, that's what I thought. But Wellmu's always the guy that gets like those sneaky wins, you know? But I since it's best of 5s, I don't think Wellmu's going to advance. I'd probably go for Cyril second, but maybe Scarlet, but I'll go with Marine Lord then Cyril.
That's pretty nice. So, no final thoughts. So we're gonna go right into the next group, Group G, with Nacho, Lilbo, Tielo, and the Muslim. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting one. With no clear winner. Well, there's clearly no players standing out here.
I mean, you guys already bet your Snickers, so I'm gonna do it right now and bet all my Snickers on Nurchio. And yeah, I think he's
that's a good bet.
Yeah, I think he's the pretty safe bet here. And second place is probably Lilbo or Tielo, depending on the shape of these.
I'm gonna give you a new info. I'm opening Overwatch right now to give you the special info.
Lilbo has 5 prestiges.
No, I want to check his level. Give me a sec.
He's like 160?
100 on 71.
Oh, wow.
100 on 71. He played a little bit of Overwatch.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like he's practicing any StarCraft at all.
Yeah, but you know what? When you're Protoss, it doesn't matter. So I think Nacho is gonna win on Lilbo. It's gonna be second.
You see, that's what I thought as well. Or
Nacho's gonna be first, of course, but I think second one is a bit strange because Lilbo hasn't practiced at all. Tielo is probably in his worst shape in a really long time. He hasn't been qualifying for any tournaments, as far as I can remember in recent memory. And the Muslim set is pretty good now. So
all 3 of the washed-up players versus like one of the best Europeans.
Well, that's kind of what it comes down to, yeah. And I think, wait, let's see what the matchups are. But the thing is, Lilbo still, even though he's not practicing much, he's still doing pretty well. Like, he's still pretty decent. He almost beat Neeb in WCS as well, and he's always been pretty good in tournaments. So I guess it's going to be Lilbo, and I'm guessing the Muslim will be third, and Tielo last, but yeah.
That's pretty harsh on Tielo, man.
Yeah,
I still think Tielo is gonna be third. Like, let's put him at a respectable third place.
Yeah, I don't think so as well.
Like, they must from last, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't really care because literally the best group of this tournament is next. The Group H with Harstem, with Sol, with Guru, and with Kung Fu Banana. What more could you? This is the group of death, like very clearly.
Yeah.
Real group.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was wrong all along. It's Group H after all.
Okay, so uThermal, you know your memes. Tell us why this is funny.
Okay, so well, first we have Sol and Guru, which are both kind of similar players. They're some people make a clown of them sometimes because of their English and Guru's playstyle and Sol's comments about the game, and it's just going to be a pretty fun match. And also, I really like this match because in the last WCS qualifier, I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was Guru against Sol for the qualifying match, and then Sol was winning and lost the game to like a fungo killing 30 Ravens. And I just really have this memory in my mind. And of course, it's going to be Sol's first LAN, which I'm really excited for. I've been waiting to meet him for like 3 years now. And of course, Guru is just Guru. And also, a potential Sol Gung Fu Banda rematch could be great, because I remember some BM going back and forth because Gung Fu Banda all-linned him like 4 times in a row in some tournament, which pissed him off. So yeah, it's looking to be a pretty cool group to watch.
Yeah. So Lambo, anything to add? Or not really. Did he explain it all?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, there's just a lot of banter and trash talk going between those players. Sol Guru, Guru Gung Fu, and Gung Fu Sol. So yeah, this is going to be amazing. And I think it's also good that Harsum is in this group, because I think this is a group where he can finally get out of a HomeStory Cup group, which would be the first time for him. So yeah, this is like perfect. I'm really looking forward to this group.
I'm wondering, NoRegreT, what do you know about Sol on Guru, on Gung Fu Banana?
I mean, I know Gung Fu Banana pretty well. I mean, yeah, I used to play him a bit when I played on Europe when I was at home, and he seemed pretty good. This is like quite a long time ago. And as for Sol, I have no idea who Sol is, but you guys say he's much better than me, so he must be pretty good. And as for Guru, I mean, Guru actually played some pretty sick games against Showtime, sort of. He was like, they looked pretty close. Honestly, I can't judge the European team very well because I can only judge them off the tournaments I watch. But I think I honestly have no fucking clue. It was the clear favorite in this group. I have no idea.
That's the thing. I have no idea either who's gonna win this group, which is why it's so great.
Yeah, this
Honestly,
might be the most balanced group, honestly.
I would argue
if it
against
wasn't
them.
HomeStory Cup, Hearthstone would probably be first.
Yeah,
But this is HomeStory
exactly.
Cup, I'm not so sure.
I think Sol, with the lack of tournament experience, is actually pretty huge, honestly. Like, LAN experience is pretty important, especially when it comes to HomeStory Cup, because you got fuckboys like uThermal running around, fucking around with people, and it's just hard to concentrate, and, you get thrown off your game because it's fucking with your chair or something, and then it's like, oh, you lost your series.
Stealing your Snickers.
Yeah, people stealing Snickers, it's not safe in HomeStory Cup, honestly. You need that LAN experience.
Yeah, but honestly, you guys saying this is a pretty level group, I think Gung Fu Panda is gonna finish last because he just doesn't he doesn't play at all lately. Like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't practice. His qualifier run was pretty impressive, I think, but besides that, he didn't really do a whole lot because he's working. And then I think Sol and Guru are pretty much on the same level, but I know Sol is practicing a lot because he really doesn't want to lose to Guru. So I would actually go with Harsum first and Sol second.
I hope he does well, honestly. It's nice to see people who like first tournaments are kind of like pretty good results or decent results. It's just, I don't know. I just like seeing that happen.
I have a feeling Sol's gonna win against Guru and then lose in the rematch to him. I think that's gonna happen.
Oh, that would be sad.
I mean, I think Gung Fu might win the group. I think it's gonna be Gung Fu and Guru. Just because it's HomeStory, I can't predict Kevin, so I'll go with Gung Fu and Guru.
That will be quite the meme.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen Gung Fu Banana versus Marine Lord in, I don't remember what it was, but it was pretty recent.
Yeah, it was a qualifier. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
it was a qualifier.
like on Frost with like Gung Fu just fucking go like for 2 base blink, proxy proxy 2 gates next to his third, then cancel the third, then just wait at the 4th of Marine Lord, wait for him to move out, but you're not on first. Like, there's two paths where you can like exit the natural. So Marinlord goes one way, and then through the other way, you like fucking go through banana at like 10 minutes when Marinlord already has +1 steam and combat shield down. He just goes in with Stalkers and Sentry and force build this shit. Except he has 5 on Sentry and doesn't manage to force build the ramp. He actually fails to force build the ramp.
Yeah,
And then Marinlord kills all of the Sentry and win the game. It was so awesome. Like, I'm just hoping for every game to be like that. It's gonna be super great. Anyway,
Yeah.
so this is the final group. I'm guessing to end it, we can all say what is our favorite group of this tournament.
And group of death. Group of death should be discussion as well.
Okay, okay. uThermal, you start.
Well, my favorite group is Group H. Of course, I really like that group. I really like Group E as well, but I'm gonna go with Group H. And then the Group of Death is. That's so hard though. Let's see. Group E or like I still think Group B might be the Group of Death as well.
B?
Yeah.
I think A is honestly. Like I think all those players have like good potential. I mean, yeah, I don't know. If Drogo, Masa, and Stud are all playing at their best, and you guys say Stefano does really well too, so I mean, like, if everyone's playing at their peak, they're pretty fucking good, or like playing well. Period. They don't have to be playing at their best, but as long as they're playing well and not shittering it up because it's HomeStory Cup, we'll see.
Well, I mean, it's been quite some time since the last tournament, it's like a month, so I guess everyone has a lot of time to practice, and Group B are all just serious players, so I think everyone should be in better shape than before, so I'm gonna go with B for Group of Death.
Okay, so NoRegreT, what's your Group of Death? Like it was A, but what's your favorite group? What's your favorite group?
My favorite group is my group, obviously. It's got me in it. Of course it's my favorite.
Wow, that's a very cool answer.
What you want me to say? My favorite group is uThermal's group?
Yeah.
That was the right answer. On your fucking up.
Why would I say that? It's not my
This is
favorite.
great, that's me.
Because it's got uThermal in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I already bet all my Snickers on him. What does he want? What else does he want? You know, the Snickers mean a lot to me.
Jake.
Yeah, you got my Snickers. That's a lot, okay? That is my praise. Once you make it out of the group, if you lose to Lambo or something, you're not going to hear the end of it from all of us after talking so much shit.
I can already see Lambo's face. Like, oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Like, 3 of it.
I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. Really good.
Yes, so I'm guessing your favorite group is also Group D?
Yeah. No, my favorite group is actually Group H.
Yeah.
But Group of Death, as I said, is E. Because I think True is really strong, and I think all the others are underrated. So yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and not be original and say that my favorite group is Group. I like Group E, but Group H is still the best. This is gonna be the highlights of the group phase. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm gonna regret this, but I think Group
You're gonna what?
C? C is a group of that? C? Yeah. I'm gonna go with C.
I like Group
It's just
C.
because I have a huge mental block versus Bunny for obvious reason. So in my head, it's like this player that's always gonna be like good, you know. So I see 3 very good players, 1 player.
Yeah, I honestly think Sordov's a little bit lower than all the rest of us, honestly. But yeah, I agree with you. Three very distinguished players.
Okay, so that's my favorite group, and this is my Group of Death. And we have one last thing. I have here DNS. Show your face to the camera. Talk to the camera. So I'm assuming almost nobody knows his face. So this is DNS, the guy that's gonna try to win versus True and not choke like a little bitch and finish. Okay, you're sweating.
I run for like.
That's cool. That's very cool, man.
He's running. What kind of StarCraft player runs? Okay, obviously he's by far the lowest on that.
I don't know. Like he's being healthy and shit. Like whatever.
Okay, health. All right. Well,
I run as well.
Scratch him out. Oh, scratch uThermal too.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess with that we've done. I don't know what I should do as a host to end it, but I'm out of ideas. So yeah,
Shout out to the sponsors, man.
shout out to the sponsors. No.
Snickers, sponsor us. Come on.
Snickers,
I
man.
don't want to pay $1 for my Snickers. Just give us some free Snickers, okay? Then I won't have to go taking them from people.
If you win your group, I'm buying you a sneaker. That's officially, it's on record.
All right, thanks, buddy. If you win your group, I'll buy you a
There we
Snickers.
go.
I'll just
Ah,
take
nice.
somebody else's and give it to you.
Nice. Well, anyway, well, see you at HomeStory Cup, I guess. That's what we're gonna say.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Bye.